Hey y'all, welcome to the reaction video for season 4, the premiere of Power Book 2 Ghosts. This was the premiere episode of the final season. I'm going to give everybody a couple of minutes to join before we officially get started. So just give us a few minutes. I'm going to turn on my little mood music for the background. Hey, Candy, welcome to the show.
Hey everybody, can you hear me?
I can.
You'll have an echo because I don't have my headphones on.
I don't hear echo at all.
Okay. All right. Hey everybody.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, how was your day?
Pretty good. I can't complain. Revving up for recital. We have our end of season dance recital tomorrow. So I just been getting a little lady ready
Okay, that should be fun.
for that. I'm trying to wait on Heavy to get over here and maybe a couple other people to join before we get started.
Okay.
So were you caught up on the Power series?
Of course not. Of
Okay.
course not. I mean, I just watched that episode that Tamika just played, but I ain't caught up on this whole series. I know I was watching some last night when Tamika was playing it on the Twitch last night. And
Oh, she
honestly,
played
I'm,
it
I'm gonna
last
be
night.
yeah, she's playing this last night. But I must say this. When I was watching this particular spinoff, it just seemed like a bunch of kids just playing.
Oh no, they're not playing. It's all real. Like it's
Okay.
been it's been real for a minute.
Now it could be just me coming on, but that's what it seemed like, a bunch of kids. Oh, I don't want you to make these choices in your life. I'm like, how old are y'all? 16? But then I look and saw they was trying to be in college. So I was just like, ugh, they still sounded just as ridiculous to me. Not saying it's not a good show, but it just didn't seem realistic to me.
Hey, Heavy on the Sky. Thanks for
Hey
joining.
y'all.
Hey Tamika.
Okay,
Hey,
so
hey.
first things first. Well, I like to start my reaction videos on these types of shows by asking what you rated the first episode. I rated a 10 out of 10. I'll start with me. I rated a 10 out of 10 because number one, it started off exactly where we left off last season. There was a lot of action, and I have a few, it left me with a few questions. And also we have a few new characters. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. However, I am a little sad that it's coming to an end. So I will start with you, Candy. What do you rate this episode?
Well, is it the episode that Tamika just played for
Yes.
us?
Yes.
Look, I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8.
Okay.
Because I don't think 50 Cent makes bad work. I'll give it an 8. I still have my little opinion. I just said seems like a bunch of little teeny boppers just playing gangster, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening.
Okay. And Heavy on the Sky. What did you rate this episode?
I rated a 9.5
Okay, and why did you give it a 9.5 rating?
because Ghost not in it still. He ain't dead.
Oh,
And and just like you said, like they had left off where we left off on season 3. So it's like they picked it up, and we finally got to see the daughter that he was, so-called went to go kidnap. I
Right.
don't know. It was like lit. It was lit the whole thing from the beginning to the end. Like I could keep watching it until next week.
Absolutely. So, first things first, I want to show a little clip that I found on one of the new characters, and after I play the clip, I want to talk about it. So, give me 1 second to share my screen. So Michael Ealy is playing a new detective. So let's get into what he has to say about his character. I guess his character introduction onto the show.
Okay.
To bring the pain, I think is what Don Carter. He is the leader of a task force, probably the most formidable form of law enforcement to ever come into the power universe. And so, I'm excited. I don't think anybody can see what I'm about to do. Speculate all you want, but you ain't ready.
I'm gonna put you where you belong.
So that was his introduction. If you are a power watcher, you know that we've had very many task force, starting with the very first book of Power and going into season 2, and the villains, quote unquote, Ghost and now Ghost 2.0, Tariq, have been able to single-handedly get over on all of these task force in one way or another. So it's going to be interesting to see his character development within this last season, and to see if he's actually able to take Tariq down. It would be totally out of Power's character for Tariq to actually be caught up by someone on a task force. But I guess we'll just have to see what happens. Let me ask Tamika, do you think that this Don, this new detective, is going to be able to take Tariq down in the end?
No, I think he's one of the crooked ones, like Sax and everybody else, like all the ones that was trying to take Ghost or Tariq or Tommy down. They all became, crooked. So I think that he's going to either get on Monet's payroll or Tariq's payroll. Tariq's gonna try to finesse him into something, or they could just be enemies. But I don't think that he's gonna take him down. No.
So one of the things that I was really surprised about in this episode was the fact that Junior met his untimely demise so early in the season. Hi, Sharon. Thanks for joining us. I really thought that Junior was going to be around for the long haul. But unfortunately, rest in peace. He, met his untimely demise in the very first episode. So that was a little shocking to me.
Who Junior?
That's Paz's son.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say who. Oh, all right. I never knew his name.
Yes, he and he only made 2 episodes because he made his debut on the last episode of season 3, and it's over for him at the end of season 1, unless he does a cameo and comes back like Monet's husband and baby daddy did.
Now I think now Paz is gonna try to come for Tariq. Cause think about it, like St. Patrick's took down her sister and her son.
Right.
Dang.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. I definitely believe that Paz is going to be a strong character going forward throughout the rest of this season. Let me see. So I also want to talk about Tariq's lawyer. Um, First of all, I didn't know that.
See, I gotta listen to y'all because I ain't up on it. Tell it, y'all. Tell it.
I didn't know that he had lost his license. So it's going to be interesting to see what type of actual help he's going to be able to be to Tyreek and Braden during this season, especially considering any type of legal help that Tariq will need in dealing with this new head of the task force. I do have a video of the let me stop presenting. I have a video of the preview for the for the season that I want to show you guys, so you know what I'm talking about. It looks like Tariq is going to end up in a little legal trouble, before the end of the season. So let me play this for you guys.
Tariq St. Patrick, son of James St. Patrick. No code, no loyalty. You smell just like it. I know the truth. I know who you are. And I'm gonna put you where you belong.
Have mercy on me.
I need help. Noma, Effie, Mr. How is it all working against me?
This kid won't be my undoing.
Have mercy on my soul.
I want him and everything he loves killed.
I know why I'm doing this, but why are you?
I had everything set up for me. Life, school, my family was away safely. I'm not letting nobody take that. I gotta become the apex predator.
Tariq! Have mercy on me.
Drug dealers are like cockroaches.
Have mercy on me.
Impossible to eradicate. Believe me, I tried.
Don't let my heart turn cold. Have mercy on me.
Everything I did for our family. My dad tried his hardest to keep me away from this. Now look how it turned out.
My Tariq problem gets solved today.
Wait a minute. Wish that for me.
I need to be on top. Where you go, I go. You do this, you can never go back. I gotta use all of them. Good parts of him, the bad parts of him. They gotta get what's coming to them. I'm not gonna rest until that happens.
Have mercy on me.
So guys, that was like the preview for the whole season. And as you can see, Tariq is going to end up in a little legal trouble fooling around with this head of the task force. So it's going to be interesting to see how he maneuvers his way out of, situations where the law is concerned now that Davis, no longer has his license. I'm wondering if Davis somewhere, within the season is able to get his license back and is able to help him, or we know Davis is a little crooked, if he is going to, become some sort of backup for Tariq, because he definitely did not take the bait, when Noma and her little henchman came to his apartment to, try and get him to turn over Tariq to her. Another person that I want to talk about is Effie. I'm trying to figure out what Effie's what she's doing, because she actually warned Tariq
Sure
that
did.
they were on campus. So is she like, undercover working with Tariq and playing the Tejadas and Noma? Or does she just still have a soft spot for him? What's your thought on that, Heavy?
Yeah, I think that she's confused, like I think that initially she did turn her back on Tariq and Braden, and she joined the Tejadas and Noma and whomever else. But I felt like when the action came, I felt like that's when, she had felt bad. Like that's when the ex-girlfriend feelings had kicked in, and she like, oh, like I felt like he had effed me over, but I don't want him to, get jammed up also. So I think that's why she sent that text. Like, it was just a guilty conscious text.
Got you. Um, and speaking of the Tejadas, I really thought Monet was out of here.
I know I did. I was like, they better not take Auntie Mary out like that. She better not go out like that.
I thought she was out of there, and I love the dream sequence where um her baby daddy, I can't think of his name right now, and then her husband were in the room with her giving her hell. Why she was laying on the surgery table and coding out. And then her son, can't think of his name right now either. He came back as well to talk to her. So leaving the last episode of season 3, as you know, Diana and the other brother, not Kane, I can't think of his name right now. Drew were leading with this lie that Tariq was the one that pow their mom. So it's going to be interesting now that they're trying to switch the story to see how they maneuver out of that situation, because I have a very strong suspicion that Tariq is going to tell Monet what really happened at some point in time. What are your thoughts on that, Heavy?
Yeah, I think he's he always, the preview, which was the spoiler, like you see how like she was talking to him, and then she like, you always by my side or something like that she said in the preview. But they always fall out, and then they put two brains together, and they are forced. So
yeah,
he's gonna wind up telling her.
Absolutely. And I'm trying to figure out how Miss Diana is gonna get herself out of that one. And then something that I don't think that Drew and Diana really thought about in their little scheme of kidnapping Braden's sister was, do you really think that family is just not gonna say anything to the law about the fact that y'all literally kidnapped that girl? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I was kind of happy that Kane beat the brakes off of the brother, because he is an asshole. I was not feeling sorry for Braden's brother at all.
No, I was not. But see, every time that he get beat up, I don't never feel sorry for him because he got a smart mouth.
Right, he get on my nerves, my everlasting nerves. I did, however, feel bad for Braden. I understand why his father did what he felt he needed to do, but the way that it was done, it was pretty harsh. But I guess in considering the situation, what other way was he gonna do it? Now, all them racial slurs, I wasn't with that. but it's going to be interesting to see, what type of dynamic going forward, or just what type of action his family takes after all this has taken place. Also thought it was funny that Braden would be the one to call the police and alert them to the gunfire on campus, talking about he was scared and how they were the ones talking to the police officers when they got on campus, considering the fact that they were dressed in all black. They were dressed like they were there up to no good.
Yeah, for real though. But you know what had got me when Diana, Drew, and the other brother, they
Pain.
had came still, like, I don't know, I felt like Tariq wanted, like he was sending them a message. I
Yeah,
don't know what the message was, but he was sending them the message.
absolutely. I'm trying to think if there was anything else in this episode that really stood out to me.
Noma and her hitman. So do you think
Yes.
that they got something going on? You see how he had held her hand, and then she
Yes.
like, think what should think, well,
But
she
you
said
know what?
think with the head up top and not the one below, or something like that.
I really think that on the low though, like he's playing a game with her. Because Tariq helped him get those green cards for his
Yeah,
family, and that
yeah.
was something that she was, holding over his head and not allowing him to do. So I really felt like he was just really trying to finesse her and will actually be an ally to Tariq, in this whole situation, at least to the best of his ability without getting himself unalived in the process. Um, it's gonna be actually interesting to see out of all those characters who actually makes it out alive at the end of the season. Um, Let me see. And she smacked the hell out of him too.
She did. She smacked the holy crap out of him. And then wait, it was a scene where like I had to gasp because when they did the I guess the brick was on the gas of that old truck,
Right.
and they took out like all 8 of them people.
Right. That was a good plan because
That was a good ass plan.
I didn't know that they weren't in that truck. Because, the
Me
last thing we
neither.
saw, he was like, get the truck, get the truck. So we were thinking that he was actually going to be in the truck. I also like how well Tariq and Braden actually work really well together in backing each other up. Um, so I really hope that the two of them make it out in the end. I hope that Tasha and Tariq's little sister make it out in the end, and the grandmother, I guess. That grandmama something else. What's her name? Ernestine or something like that.
How every show, movie this lady play on, she a character.
Yes. Oh, Candy says she got booted. I guess, but she's in the chat.
Because she don't watch the show. Oh my god.
Candace, we're gonna need you to get caught up because this is really good, and we're gonna be having a lot of these discussions going forward. Um, any predictions for next episode, Tamika?
No, I cannot predict the next episode. I gotta watch this like 2 more times, Coco.
Me too. With no distractions. And on the big screen too, because every time I've watched it so far, it's been on my phone. So
Me too.
I wanted to watch it on my 70 inch so I can really see everything and maybe possibly, because it seems like when you watch these types of shows, you see something different, every time you watch it, right?
Yes.
Probably when we get through with this live, I'll probably go and watch it again. I am very interested in again seeing the development of the head of the new head of the task force. Um, I could not think of the detective that was talking to Junior, warning him not to get involved with the St. Patrick's. Um, I can't think of her name right now, but I'm wondering if she's gonna start working with the new head of the task force now that Junior has been unalived. I'm interested in seeing what's gonna happen with Davis. Is he gonna be able to get his hi Weeda Wild 100? Thanks for joining us. I'm interested in seeing if Davis is gonna be able to get his law license back and in what capacity he's going to be helping out Braden and Therese. And I'm hoping to see Tasha. Tasha is one of my favorite characters from this Power series. I want to see Tasha, and I'm wondering if there will be any other characters like Tommy or anyone else that will come in from any of the previous shows to try and help Tariq out of this mess that he's in. And Noma is not one of my favorite characters, so she can go.
Dang, Coco, straight take out the connect.
Yeah, she can go. She can go, as far as I'm concerned. She's ruthless, as many of the connects have been. She came in unaliving folks, so yeah. So Tita said, "Tommy definitely coming to save nephew." I hope so, because
Yes, hey Tita.
he's definitely going to need some help. I'm trying to think, did I leave out were there any other characters that we didn't talk about? Oh, I found it interesting that Drew was really hell bent on unaliving his mother simply because she killed his lover. Like, unalived his lover. Aren't you supposed to love your mama more than
Man, he said F the mama, F the mama.
Yeah, he's a little off, and just the fact that they would try and unalive their mom was pretty diabolic. Them Tejadas or something, like, for real. But Tariq warned Monet, was it last season or the season before that she was the one kid of hers that she could trust. He told her that. So with all that being said, guys, I guess we'll have to tune in next week to see another exciting episode. And I would like to do this again next Friday. After we watch the show, let's get together and have another discussion. And I hope that you guys enjoyed our discussion tonight.
Yes, thank you, Coco.
Any parting words, thoughts, foreshadowing for next episode, Tamika, before we let everyone go for tonight?
Nope, you done touched on everything.
Well, everybody do me a favor and hit the like button and leave a little comment for me if you can. Excuse Excuse me, and we will see you next time. Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Good night.